Hello, everybody, and welcome back to a new episode of Cooking and Baking. I'm doing today ciabatta bread. I'm sure most of you know that is the Italian rustic kind of bread. I have a cup of warm water. I'm going to use a tablespoon of sugar, and I'm going to use also a tablespoon pretty full of yeast. You can use whatever yeast you have. If you have fresh yeast, even better. We're going to be using also kosher salt, but you can use also the regular salt. Usually for cooking, I rather using kosher salt, cooking or baking. So after 5 minutes of resting the water, the yeast, and the sugar, you can see the bubble that had created. And what we're gonna do now, we're gonna use our kosher salt. We're gonna use a cup of a small cup of the sunflower oil. You can use whatever oil of your preference. And we're gonna use the special bread flour that contains more protein than the regular all-purpose flour. But usually I use both the regular and the bread flour. I'm gonna be also adding a tiny spoon of baking soda, okay, or a white vinegar. Either one is good. So we added to our combination here just a tiny bit. And we're gonna start mixing everything with this tool that I mentioned to you in another episode that I got it at Timo. It's really good for baking and mixing your dough. So yes, I'm gonna start mixing everything up little by little. If you have a bread machine or your Cuisinaire or your KitchenAid, you can use it as well. Sometimes I use it, and sometimes I rather to do it by hand. So sorry, that was my son. Anyway, is everything well mixed? It has to be kind of wet, the dough. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put it to rest for 30 minutes. We're gonna let it proof for 30 minutes and we'll be right back. Okay, my dear friends, we are back after 30 minutes proofing. You can see it started already raising. The dough is raising. So we are cleaning the sides of this container. You can use any container, by the way, or any bowl you have, whatever is comfortable for you. And you can start using some water. You can use it in a cup, or in this case I'm using spraying. I will show you later on how I use with a cup. And this is the procedure. You go spraying water, and then you start practically hanging the dough just like that, as you can see, little by little. And we keep doing this kind of motion for a few times. And then we're gonna put it to rest another 30 minutes and we'll be right back. Okay, my dear friends, we are here on our second proofing. And it's been 30 minutes, so this is the second one. Now I'm gonna show you how you do it with a mug or a cup with water and filter water or just tap water, is up to you. And we follow the same procedure as we did in the first proofing. You can see, you just pull the dough, stand it a little bit, and then you keep rolling it like that, just like that. This is the important technique to create those nice bubbles that you see in the ciabatta bread. So now we go for the next 30 minutes, and this is it. You can start seeing all those nice bubbles forming on the dough. And once again, we're gonna follow the same procedure. Look how the dough is coming. It's not even sticky, you see. Well, of course I'm using water, but you can see how nice it's evolving practically, right? Let's see. Once again, we're gonna let it proof for 30 minutes and we'll be right back. All right, my dear friends, after 30 minutes and our last and fourth proofing, we have this board with the regular all-purpose flour we're gonna need, and there it goes, our nice dough that is being raising for another half an hour, and you can see how nice it looks. So we are using more flour. You use as needed, you know. So we're gonna start working in this dough little by little, and then we're gonna start forming. You can use, like a baguette style kind of bread, but in my case, I flatten up the dough and I'm gonna cut in 6 to 9 pieces. We'll see where it comes. Then we're gonna let it proof for another 30 minutes. And let's see, there you go. I cut already in actually 8 pieces, as you can see, 8 square pieces. Not necessarily perfect because they are gonna proof once again. And this is it. They are already on an oil tray and ready to go to the oven. Next thing and last thing we're gonna do before it goes into the oven is to sprinkle some flour, all-purpose flour, of course. And in the oven it's gonna be for 35 minutes, 375 Fahrenheit, and you have Celsius, it should be like 200 Celsius. We are going to spray water that creates that crunchiness on top, and they are ready. As you can see, I already cut one of them to show you those bubbles that form inside. It smells divine. And again, outside crunchy, inside soft. Perfect for sandwiches, for an accompaniment with your pasta, to do the scarpetta, anything you like. I'm gonna let the measures in the comment section, or the more information for you to know. Look the way they look. And please stay tuned for my next episode. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.